In the original Roman calendar, the month of August was called Sextilis. This was because it was the sixth month of the year. Later, after January and February were added to the calendar, it became the eighth month. At the time, the month had 29 days. When Julius Caesar created the Julian calendar in 45 BC, 2 days were added, giving the month 31 days. The month was later renamed Augustus, in honor of the first emperor of Rome, Caesar Augustus. Among several month-long observances are American Adventures Month, Children's Vision and Learning Month, Happiness Happens Month, initiated in the year 2000 by the Secret Society of Happy People, or SOHP, an organization that celebrates the expression of happiness from all around the globe and is designed to share happiness and encourage people to talk and think about happiness. In addition, August is known to be National Catfish Month, Family Meals Month, and Sandwich Month. On August 1st, 1774, the element oxygen was discovered. 1831, the London Bridge opens. 1944, Anne Frank makes the final entry in her diary. 1981, first broadcasts were made by MTV. In the year 10 BC, Claudius, the Roman emperor, was born. And Jerry Garcia from the band Grateful Dead also had a birthday on August 1st. In addition, in the United States, National Milkshake Day is celebrated. August 2nd, 1870, the world's first underground tube railway opens in London. In 1876, Wild Bill Hickok is killed while playing poker. And in 1990, Iraq invades Kuwait, starting the Gulf War. On August 3rd, 1492, Columbus set sail from Spain. In 1914, Germany declares war against France in World War I. In 1946, the NBA is founded. And on August 3rd, 1958, the nuclear submarine USS Nautilus travels beneath the Arctic ice cap. In addition, National Watermelon Day and National White Wine Day is celebrated on August 3rd in the United States. On August 4th, 1821, the weekly newspaper, the Saturday Evening Post, is published for the first time. On August 5th, 1914, the first electric traffic light is installed in Cleveland, Ohio, and in 1962, movie star Marilyn Monroe is found dead in her Los Angeles home. August 6, 1914, World War I begins. In 1926, Gertrude Adderley becomes the first woman to swim across the English Channel. In 1926, Harry Houdini spends 91 minutes underwater in a sealed tank before escaping. In 1945, an atomic bomb is dropped by the plane Enola Gay on the city of Hiroshima in Japan. In 1984, the musician Prince releases the album Purple Rain. And in 1911, Lucille Ball was born. August 7th, 1990, at 12:34:56, the time and date was 12:34:56, 7, 8, 90. In other words, the sequence being 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. August 8th, 1876, Thomas Edison initiated a patent for his mimeograph. In 1963, a gang of robbers steal 2.6 million pounds in banknotes off an English train. This is later called the Great Train Robbery. In 1974, U.S. President Richard Nixon announces his resignation. August 9th, 1173, construction of the Tower of Pisa begins. It will take 2 centuries to complete. 1483, the opening of the Sistine Chapel occurs. And on August 9th, 1936, Jesse Owens becomes the first American to win 4 medals in a single Olympics. August 10th, 1793, the Louvre opens to the public as a museum. 1519, Ferdinand Magellan sets sail from Seville to travel around the world. 1944, the American forces defeat the last Japanese troops on Guam in World War II. And in 1990, the Magellan space probe reaches the planet Venus. August 11th, 1929, Babe Ruth becomes the first baseball player to hit 500 home runs. 1934, Alcatraz Federal Prison is opened on the island near San Francisco. And in 1981, IBM introduces the first IBM Pc. On August 12, 1851, the sewing machine is patented by Isaac Singer. In 1898, the Spanish-American War comes to an end. In 1908, the first Model T Ford comes off the assembly line. And in 1990, the most complete skeleton of a Tyrannosaurus rex ever found is discovered in South Dakota, now known as Sioux. The fossil is now on display at the Field Museum in Chicago. August 13th, 1913, Harry Brearley invents stainless steel. In 1942, the Walt Disney movie Bambi premieres. In 1976, International Left-Handers Day is first celebrated. In 1860, Annie Oakley was born. And in 1899, Alfred Hitchcock was born as well. August 14th, 1934, The Little Abner comic strip by Al Capp makes its first appearance in newspapers. In 1945, Japan surrenders to the Allies in World War II. And in 1974, the last United States troops leave Vietnam. August 15th, 1620, the Mayflower departs England for the New World. In 1914, the Panama Canal first opens to traffic. In 1947, India gains its independence from the United Kingdom. Also, 1769, August 15th, Napoleon Bonaparte was born. On August 16th, 1930, the first color cartoon with sound is made. It's called Fiddlesticks. And in 1977, Elvis Presley dies at the age of 42. August 17th, 1978, Double Eagle 2 becomes the first balloon to cross the Atlantic Ocean. And in 1786, Davy Crockett was born. August 18th, 1920, the 19th Amendment to the U.S. Constitution passes. It guarantees women's right to vote. August 19th, 1990, Leonard Bernstein conducts his final concert. In 1991, Soviet Union President Mikhail Gorbachev is overthrown by a coup. And having his birthday on this day, in 1871, was Orville Wright. On August 20th, in the year 2, Venus and Jupiter were in conjunction. This is often considered the Star of Bethlehem. In 1866, President Andrew Johnson formally declares the Civil War over. On August 21st, 1911, the Mona Lisa was stolen by a worker at the Louvre Museum. In 1959, on this day, Hawaii becomes the 50th state of the United States. On August 22nd, in the year 565, the first reported sighting of the Loch Ness Monster occurred. In 1901, the auto company Cadillac is founded. And in 1902, Theodore Roosevelt is the first president of the United States to ride in a car. August 23rd, 1839, the United Kingdom gains control over Hong Kong. In 1990, East and West Germany announced they would unite. In 1992, Hurricane Andrew strikes land in South Florida. And Gene Kelly was born on this day in 1912. August 24th, in the year 79, the volcano of Mount Vesuvius erupts and buries Pompeii in volcanic ash. In 1814, British troops burn down the White House. In 1853, the first potato chips, called Saratoga chips, are prepared in New York. And in 1891, the motion picture camera is patented by Thomas Edison. August 25th, 1609, the first telescope is demonstrated by Galileo. In 1996, Tiger Woods wins the U.S. Golf Amateur Championship. Also, Ivan the Terrible, Sean Connery, and Regis Philbin all share a birthday on August 25th. August 26, 1910, Mother Teresa was born. August 27, 1939, the first jet aircraft flight takes place. It was the Henkel HE-178. In 2003, Mars makes its closest approach to Earth in nearly 60,000 years. August 28, 1565, St. Augustine, Florida was established. It is the oldest surviving European settlement in the United States. In 1898, Caleb Bradham renames his carbonated soft drink Pepsi Cola. In 1963, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. gives his famous I Have a Dream speech. And in 1972, Mark Spitz gets his first of 7 Olympic gold medals in swimming. On August 29, 1885, the world's first motorcycle is patented by Gottlieb Daimler. In 2005, Hurricane Katrina hits land and begins to devastate much of the U.S. Gulf Coast. August 30th, 1984, the Space Shuttle Discovery takes off on its first voyage. And in 1990, both Ken Griffey and Ken Griffey Jr. are the first father and son to play on the same team. August 31st, 1997, Princess Diana of Wales dies in a car crash in Paris.